Slinging them discs like a DJ. Let's go. Yo, what up, what up, what up? Native Raider here. Got another Titan build for you today. And shout out to Sentinel Moose. He is the one that requested this one. This is going to be all about Sentinel shield throw. And yeah, if you want to request one, just make sure you put it down in the comments below and I will add it to the list and get working on it as soon as I can. This build is going to be known as Discus of Death. So without further ado, let's get it.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man.
Alright y'all, it is still September, still Cancer Awareness. Obsidian Gold is what I'm rocking right now. 300 Bright Dust, I think, at Test at Reverse until the next reset, which is happening pretty soon. So if you don't got one, grab it. Let's get in the build. Into the subclass, we got Sentinel Shield first up. Then we got Rallying Barricade, we got Strafe Lift, we got Shield Throw, of course, we got Scatter Grenade, aspect number 1, Offensive Bulwark, aspect number 2, Control Demolition. Jumping down to the fragments here, we got Echo of Expulsion, Void Ability Final Blows, cause targets to explode, plus 10 in Intellect. We got Echo of Obscurity, Finisher Final Blows, grant invisibility, but it's really more for that plus 10 in Recovery. I got Echo of Leeching, Melee Final Blows, start health regeneration for you and nearby allies, plus 10 in Resil, and finally Echo of Instability, defeating your targets with grenades grants volatile rounds to your void weapons, plus 10 in Strength. Jumping over to the weapons, first up we got the Monte Carlo. This is an exotic auto rifle, and its trait right here is dealing damage with this weapon reduces your melee cooldown and grants a chance to fully charge your melee ability with each kill. Now this is really nice because we're trying to shield throw as much as possible. It also has a unique weapon perk called Markov Chain. This weapon gains increased damage from melee kills and kills with this weapon. Melee kills grant ammo for this weapon, and when you do get a shield throw kill, it will stack it ×5, and you're actually doing pretty damn good damage with this Monte Carlo. And for the other two slots, it's really up to you, depending on what you like, what you want to play with, but try to do a void special weapon. I got Enigma for this one, and then for my heavy, I got Chain of Command Machine Gun. The reason I'm running a machine gun, honestly, is because on my arms, I am running Overload Machine Gun mod. That's a seasonal artifact mod that allows us to do more damage to Overload champions, but it's completely up to you. Curtail it to what you are doing and what you're comfortable with, to be honest. And now we'll get into the armor. And starting on top, on the helmet piece, we got Heavy Handed. While charged with light, regain half of your melee energy when you use a charged melee ability. Consumes 1 stack of charged with light. We also got Kinetic Siphon. Rapid kinetic final blows create an orb of power. And then moving down to our exotic piece, we got Second Chance exotic gauntlets that has a perk called Myrmidon's Reach. Maybe Myrmidon's Reach. I'm not sure exactly how to say that, but you get a second charge of your shield throw melee, and it also can stun barrier champs. We also got Melee Wellmaker. Those shield throws will spawn us an elemental well. We got Overload Machine Gun, which is strong against Overload champs. That's why we're running that Chain of Command. And then I got Anti-Barrier Auto Rifle. We do have Monte Carlo, which is indeed an auto rifle and works well with this mod against the barrier champs. And then moving down to our chest armor, we have Elemental Ordnance, and that will give us an elemental well every time we get a kill with one of our grenades. And then we got double thermal shock plating. They do stack, in case you're curious. Yes, they do, and that reduces incoming solar and arc damage. And then onto the leg armor, which has a lot of synergy in this one here. First off, Elemental Charge, become charged with light by picking up Elemental Well. If the Elemental Well matches your subclass, you gain 2 stacks of charged with light. We're making that from both our throwing our grenades and getting a kill, and also throwing our shields and getting a kill. They will spawn Elemental Wells. We pick them up, we become charged with light. Charged with light also sets iron procs Heavy Handed on our headpiece. We also got Absolution, reducing all ability cooldowns each time you pick up an Orb of Power, as well as Invigoration, reducing melee cooldown each time you pick up an Orb of Power, both reducing our melee cooldowns. This one reducing all of them, this one reducing just the melee, but we're going to be getting Orbs of Power a lot because every time we get at least 2 kills with our Monte Carlo, it is going to spawn that with Kinetic Siphon. And then finally to the mark, first off we got Elemental Light. Defeating a combatant with your super spawns an elemental well that matches your subclass energy type. We have Distribution, reduces all ability cooldowns when using your class ability near targets, and then Outreach, reduces your melee cooldown when using your class ability. Alright, so as far as stat prioritization, obviously number 1 is going to be Strength, then I would go Resil. Honestly, then I would go between these two. Obviously, that's not what I got right now. For some reason, I got 72 mobility. It's just the way that my high strength armor was running at the moment. This is bad. Don't do this. Don't be me. Don't do 72 mobility in this build. Definitely focus that in recovery and discipline. Maybe even split them. Whatever you want to do. Those two should be a lot higher. This shouldn't be as close to 0 as you can possibly get it, to be honest. But with that said, let's get into the gameplay. Alright, I hope you guys enjoy that gameplay, and one more time, shout out to Sentinel Moose for requesting this build. You guys can do that too. Just put it down in the comments and let me know what you want me to build next. But also, I got one more thing for you guys before you go. For you watching all the way to the end, the next video I have, I will be doing a giveaway. So stay tuned for that, and make sure you watch the end of the next video to find your way on how to get into this giveaway. And if you did enjoy that video, please hammer strike that like, shoot that sub, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.